Hey everyone, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. I am back with a video. I am going to do this tag video, which I'm pretty sure I am the last person to actually do this tag video ever. It's been around for quite a while. It was created by Miss Lydia. She started this tag and it's fantastic. It is called the Luxury Handbag Tag. So I was tagged to do this video by Miss June. Hi, love. She's so sweet. I was tagged by the gorgeous Amy. And I was tagged by LB. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for tagging me. If you also tagged me in this video and I have not yet seen it, please let me know somehow on one of my social medias. Just let me know that you did tag me in your video. How many handbags do you own? Well, in total I own 15 handbags, and that's including my Chanel Wok. So if we don't include the Wok, which is technically an SLG because it's a wallet on chain, I would have 14 handbags. How do you organize and store your handbags? Well, you see them all behind me. This is my filming studio, and in most houses that we've lived in, I've had my handbags in the filming studio with me. If ever I had them in storage somewhere else, it might be something like my keeper, which actually is upstairs in our bedroom. On display, but they're all mostly behind me in this room. All the handbags are actually, and the way they're being stored at the moment is airing out. We're having a little bit of a damp situation down here. This is our basement of our house, and there's bedrooms in this basement, so we're having a bit of a damp problem in the last bedroom, and that freaked me out for this room. So even though I have a dehumidifier in here or anything that I need to keep the bags at a good temperature, mold can grow. It only needs a little bit of damp and moist and a nice damp night and it will happily grow. And leather is, it's not alive, but it's come from a living thing, so it grows mold quite easily. So they are all airing out at the moment. I don't really keep them in their dust bags. If this room got a lot of sun all the time, but I have blinds everywhere that go down at night, so when the sun rises they're completely in dark, I would keep them in their dustbins. I keep them in their dustbins. If I had a lot of sun in this room, I would, yes, keep them in their dust bags, but there's no need really, and I love them out and breathing, and plus I love looking at them. I always have. I think I said that in one of my earliest videos. I love looking at them. I just love having them out. Like, that's, you know, that's what they're there for, to love and enjoy. Just so beautiful. This question is, what is your What was your first handbag purchase? Well, if you followed my, now it's empty. If you followed my channel for a while, you will know this was my first handbag purchase, my first ever luxury purchase. That's not true. I think I had my clay before this, did I? I think I had my Louis Vuitton clay before this. I can't quite remember. This is my Gucci Boston Sulkey bag in the interlocking GG logo fabric with the caramel brown leather trim. This was kind of, I think this was a limited edition leather trim because it came in the collections in a white leather and a black leather, but when I saw this in Hong Kong, which is where I got it from, I was like, I love that because it's just such a nice kind of, you know, go between colour, kind of casual and funky. I took this around on my world trip with me. I used it everywhere. I had it as like a crossbody bag, shoulder bag, and then these are long enough to have in the crook of your arm and on your shoulder as well. I have thought about selling it, as you may know if you follow my channel, but I am definitely holding on to it for sentimental value because it does mean so much to me, as it was my first purchase of a luxury handbag. What is your newest handbag purchase? Well, I had to think about that. I was like, I don't know what's my most recent handbag purchase, but haha, it turns out this in fact is, and this is a Louis Vuitton Palm Springs backpack in the PM size in the classic all over brown monogram. And yeah, I got this, I haven't done an unboxing of a handbag since this guy. I thought maybe I got a pre-loved handbag, but I didn't. My Matisse was, my pochette Matisse was before this. So my Palm Springs backpack in the PM size. What is your most expensive handbag? Yes, it is my most expensive handbag. Even though it was purchased pre-love, it was still expensive. When I did my unboxing of this, which is my Hermes Birkin bag in the 35 centimeter in the gold Togo leather with white contrast stitching and gold hardware. When I did the unboxing of this, I did list below what I got it for at auction on the Japan resale market, but I will go ahead and tell you I paid $5,000 US for this, roughly a little under $5,000 US for this, pre-loved on the Japan resale market, and I won it at auction. So it is my most expensive handbag. Obviously, they are more expensive brand new and very hard to get your hands on here in Australia. But yeah, that is my most expensive handbag. Next question is, what is your most dramatic handbag buying experience? I found this one interesting, and I listened to everybody else's sort of, you know, stories or whatnot. Mine isn't buying as well, mine is selling. Again, if you have followed me for quite some time, you may have heard me rant about this before, but I in fact had a Louis Vuitton, pre-loved Louis Vuitton denim mini pleaty bag in the blue, and I resold it on eBay, and it was just a horrible sale. It was such a horrible sale, and the person was just the most horrible person, and just really just not kind. Opened up a claim and just said all this stuff, and it's just like, it leaves such a bad taste in your mouth. And I've spoken to many different people here in the luxe community and in general, just friends of mine in our family and stuff like that, about reselling and where to resell. I get asked all the time the best places to resell luxury items or handbags, and honestly, it is such a learning curve, and it is such a bittersweet situation, because not only do you maybe financially need to sell that item, or you want it to go to a good home, obviously, and it's selling. It's like selling a secondhand car. You want the transaction to be nice and cordial, and they can go horrifically pear-shaped. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you, and that one sure did. It was just, it just left a horrible taste in my mouth. I was like, I'm never selling anything again. I'm never selling on eBay. I hate it, oh my God. So, and that was early on, very early on. You can see the video of me unboxing that gorgeous bag. And for many times in videos I've told you I missed it and I loved it. And I really did, because it was something different in my collection, but I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go back to that bag, just because of the dramatic selling experience. Your current favorite handbag store or luxe store would be, I would answer that as my current favorite luxe store. I have told you that I am having a Vuitton moment. I think I'm having a Louis Vuitton moment in general, but slam the brakes on, slam them on. This, no, I'm not trying to offend anyone out there who likes it, but the Masters collection got me. It really got me bad. Like, I was like, Serena, what is going on? And she's just like, look, each their own. You may like it, you may not. There was a part of me that just kind of died. I was like, oh my God. And actually, shout out to men on bags. Those guys are such a hoot, and BJ Taylor had mentioned them before, and I was like, I'm gonna check them out. They are so funny. Anyway, they started kind of like not a meme, but saying like, you know, hashtag we miss Mark, or bring Marc Jacobs back. And I was just, that's where I felt like, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not a fan of the Masters. It hurt me. like I was lost. I was just like, what, this house is so strategic and has so much red tape. Louis Vuitton has so much red tape, like you can't do this and you can't do that and it's this. And you go ahead and you do a collaboration that is just like, what is just not, like Louis Vuitton himself would roll in his grave like, girl, that is some, oh, that is some ugly ass. I can't. That is my opinion. You're each their own. If you love it, you do it, whatever, but let's just say my favorite house is Louis Vuitton at the moment, but I just scrapped that collection in my mind, mentally. And when it comes up on the website, I like quickly click off it. And I am being real with you guys right now, like real. Move on from that question. But that's how I'm feeling deep inside. That's how I'm feeling in my soul. Current favorite handbag. This is so funny. I don't necessarily have to be using it for it to be my current favorite handbag. I am so happy this is back in my life. And when I'm rotating handbags, trying weekly, I always want to go to this, and you definitely have to downsize. And with a baby, some days that's really hard. And depending on what I'm doing, if I have a really busy week, like this week coming's really busy, I know I'm not going to be able to trade out to this. Like it's busy. I'm always have to go back to a never full type thing. But it is my current favorite. And that's nice too. Even not using it, it's my current favorite. There's something so delicious about loving a handbag from afar and the feeling the handbag gives you. Using it. I'm not saying, I'm not going against not using your items, but also just admiring them and loving them for like almost a piece of art and things like that. So I would answer with my Pochette Matisse. You might hear Mussy screaming upstairs and rolling around because he's in his little car with Lucy, his nanny, so please excuse him. Question is your least favorite handbag. Well, I found this question a little aggressive. I don't have a least favorite handbag. I just have the most least used, shall we say that. Which is really quite unbelievable because I do know that this handbag right here is a massive holy grail for so many people to achieve. When I achieved this handbag, which was right before my wedding, I bought it for myself. I bought it for myself as a wedding present. My husband didn't buy it for me, hell no. It was a holy grail bag for me at that time, and the feeling of achieving this bag, that is why I feel I haven't let it go, because again, it's sentimental like my Gucci. But this is a Chanel, a vintage double flap in the medium to large size in lambskin leather, 18 karat gold hardware. It is made in France. There's even the impression there on the interlocking CC turn lock. And look, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I still stick by everything I said in that review video that, you know, there was a big review video that I did right back when I lived in my big loft apartment, and I do stick by all of that. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. However, I do not use it. I do not reach for it. I do not use it. It's just not, like, it's not part of my lifestyle, and it hasn't been for a very, very long time. I don't want to say like, oh, before a baby and I used to go out to dinners. No, that's not true either. It's just a bag that I don't use. So I'm not going to say least favorite because that's not very kind to the bag, but I would have to say sort of for this question is this gorgeous bag. But yeah, I'm keeping it, I'm holding on to it. I've had another person contact me last week asking did I want to sell it still, because I had mentioned that, but I had said no, unfortunately no. I'm going to hold on to it just because it is so incredibly classic. So that would be my answer. Next handbag purchase, right. I'm gonna say I have made a purchase and it's on its way, and it's different for me. It's, let's just say it's a new label, shall we say, so that's good. But I'm gonna say my next handbag purchase, well, it's coming, but I'm going to answer that with, I want to spread my wings. I had said on an Instagram story, loving Instagram stories. Thank you so much to everybody who watches them and catches up with Mussy. I get told so much by friends and family that I say, oh my gosh, we saw Mussy today. And I'm like, where? They're like, your Instagram story. I'm like, that's so fantastic. And I'm just a lot happier on the Instagram story platform versus Snapchat. I've had a lot of people say, but what about your Snapchat? It just doesn't work for me. I think as a new mom and as a working fashion blogger, it's just so many platforms, and I know a lot of people can agree with that. It's just hard to maintain every platform individually. So I'm really happy with the Instagram stories, side note. But in one of the stories, I was chatting to you guys about diversity as, you know, in the Luxe brand or as a collector or whatever you list yourself as, diversity in bags. I sit and I watch I watch videos in the Luxe community, and I'm just like, oh, like sometimes I wish I could be like that. I wish I could be like that. I watch, is it Tamara? Yeah. And she shows her Dolce & Gabbana bags and her Fendi bags and Chloe bags, and I just think, oh, like there's such a big part of me that wants to be that person who explores other labels. It's true, I promise you. I'm not just this whole, you know, top label, luxury label kind of girl. I want to try and be more diverse. So when I say top label, the biggest houses. So LVMH is the biggest, like, revenue wise, meaning the amounts that they sell. Vuitton is probably the biggest, like, quantity over quality. And then obviously you got Hermes, Chanel and Vuitton. They're your biggest, they're the three giants, and that's kind of where I circle a lot, mainly because of just classics and holding price. If I want to resell, I know that that's where my money is, and I can sort of see it all sitting here. Whereas if I go and get a Chloe Drew bag, I don't know that market. But it's a daring move, and it's intriguing, and it's like I want to do it, but I'm scared. Anyway. That's what I would say for my next handbag purchase in general, is that it's that feeling of wanting to be free of the classics. And if you watched my What's in My Bag Wednesday with my Birkin, which kind of got a little bit of flack, and I put out a post today saying, do you guys even want to see those anymore, because are they just becoming on repeat? But anyway, when I did that, I said that I felt like I was in a funk and I needed to talk to Kat, my babe. Hi, doll. And I talked to her, we had a good chat, and she was just like, maybe you need to spread your wings. Start with something very staple like Gucci. Gucci doing amazing things at the moment, but maybe you need to spread your wings and feel kind of the zing again, you know, of... Not that this isn't a zing, that is not what I'm saying, don't take this the wrong way. Like, that is the biggest zing of my life, the Birkin, but just in general, that kind of like risque feeling. I don't know, am I making any sense? Are you guys feeling me? Am I just like, is this just psycho babble in my head? Last question, what is your dream handbag? And then I know everybody is just probably like, oh, the Birkin, everyone says like a Birkin, or because of the price tag or whatever and things like that. My answer is right here. This is my dream handbag, and I have it because I cannot tell you how much I love this bag. I know you guys know how much I love this bag. I just gave a brand new one away. Hi, Marisol. And but it is my dream handbag. It is so functional. It is so easy to use. It is so fantastic. And once you get it, that's the thing. Once you get it, you'll realize you'll be hooked. You'll love it. Hi, Linda. Hi Wendy! These are all the girls that have just got into this bag and just realize, you know, realize the use, the size, the options, and yeah, so this is my dream handbag. So that brings me to the end of this tag. Thank you so much, Lydia, for creating this tag. Thank you so much, girls, for tagging me in it. I'm not going to tag anyone because I'm pretty sure everyone, every single person in the Luxe community has done this video, and there's probably no one else left to do. I will say, if she's willing to, BJ Taylor too, if you are out there, girl, I'm tagging you. The one and only, I am tagging you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you wish to do so, that would be really great, guys. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Peace.